It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from LastRites Brewing Company, and it's a can of their Right Door Wrong Hotel. It's a red IPA limited edition coming in at 6.5% ABV in a 375 milliliter can. I really like that can wrap. Looks really interesting, really good. The beer's from Tasmania in Australia. Without further ado, let's get the beer out into a glass, see what we get. Little bit of smoke on the can opening, beer in the glass then. While I pour the beer, I'd like to say a massive thank you to Mick, who sends me these wonderful beers from Australia. Without Mick, I wouldn't have tried. It's gotta be 50 now. It's got to be 56, maybe, I don't know, maybe more than, I reckon it's near 100. Probably 100 different Australian craft beers. If I was to count, yeah, I've had at least 10 tubes off him, and there's about 7 beers in each tube. So it's between 70 and 100, maybe more than 100 beers. Mick in Australia, who's just a viewer, just tunes in as a viewer. Wonderful generosity to send to the channel. Cheers, Mick. 6.5% ABV. Looks like a beautiful red hue on the beer. We got a 2-finger, slightly off-white head. Good levels of carbonation on the beer. It looks really interesting. I'm looking to see if it's can conditioned. There seems to be a little bit of a hue. Definitely a red hue going on in the glass. You can see the red colour of the beer. I'm just looking to see if it's... I think it's quite dark and it's making it look cloudy, but I don't think it is. I think it's quite clear. Let's get the aroma. Mixed fruit jam. Mixed fruit jam mixed with the malt, a nice biscuity, bready malt. A slight kind of herbal finish, like almost like herbal tea. And a touch of caramel, touch of licorice. It smells terrific, it really does. Let's dive into this wonderful looking beer then. Cheers. That's nice. Really nice beer. I tell you what's really nice about the beer is there's a real jamminess to it. A real jammy kind of mixed fruit jam, plums, strawberry, raspberry. Carbonated. You can feel the carbonation pushing the beer on the inside of the mouth, but there's also an element of the beer being so crisp and refreshing and smooth. I know smooth it's a tough word to use in the beer scene, because we went through a stage in the 1990s and the early 2000s where a lot of the breweries, certainly in the UK, were making like smooth flow, cream flow style beers where they were pumping the beers through with carbon dioxide, and they were making the beers super creamy, super kind of like unnaturally smooth is the best way to put it. But I'm going to use the word smooth, but I'm not going to use the word carbon dioxide. I'm going to say that this beer is just smooth from a great brewing process, from brewers who know what they're doing. But yeah, mixed fruit jam, malty, biscuity, almost nutty beginning. Terrific beer. Stone the Crows. Stone the Crows, what a terrific beer. Really good stuff. just a lovely, even though the beer is 6.5% ABV, there's just a calming, there's just this lovely, like, I want to fall back in an armchair and just relax and just chill with this beer. I really do. It's the flavours are I'm struggling to get past the jamminess. It's so not sweet. It's not a really sweet jammy flavour, but more a fruit jam flavour. A little bit of licorice touch in the back of the palate, a little bit of bitterness touch in the back of the palate. It's really good, really, really good. One of those beers you know you're really enjoying, and I mean this in the best possible way, but there's not too much. I mean, you can talk about the jamminess, you can talk about the biscuit malt coming through, nice levels of carbonation, how smooth the beer is, but it's a perfect package for a beer. It's really tasty. I love a red ale. One of my favourite styles of beer is a red ale, so I'm thoroughly enjoying this. But it's not like a terrific amount to. I mean, what I could start doing is making things. I could start talking about all sorts about this beer, but I would be doing the beer a disservice because it's not really what's going on with this beer. I suppose what I could touch on is there's a little bit of sweetness and a little bit of bitterness, and it's giving it the perfect balance also. What's the brewery saying? I don't think they're going to say that much about the beer. Absolutely not. There's no real long description. There's that whole refund thing. The LastRites Brewing Company, Kennedy Drive, Cambridge, Tasmania. Beer product of Australia. And it's additive and preservative free. Terrific. Terrific example of a red IPA. I'm gonna rate it. For me, it's a Stone the Crows 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers.